tasty. And just a starter at my mum's restaurant. I had a fucking brownie, a full English,
a brownie.
Drink.
A brownie.
Yes, what does that, you fucking idiot?
You had a brownie only.
If you fucking have, you just short little cunt. You're not even high enough to reach your desk.
Oh my god,
just listen.
Now we're talking about high now. Why are we changing the subject?
No, come on.
We're talking about what you ate in Wetherspoons. What did you eat?
A brownie, a full English.
A brownie.
Oh my god, can you hear?
Let me guess, your mum had a full thing. You had a brownie.
A brownie, a full English.
You had a brownie.
A drink. And it came out to about £5, and then a thing in a full meal comes out to about 40. About 10.
Because your mum's restaurant's like an unknown restaurant near like the edge of Scotland. Like nobody knows that restaurant.
Oh my god!
What's the restaurant name?
The Red Barn. The Red Barn.
The Red Barn.
Instead of steak and caviar.
The Red.
Have you actually been there, Lingfield? My mum's an assistant manager there for about 9 years.
That isn't 9 years. Your mum's been working there 9 years.
Yeah, but she had a full-time job before, but she couldn't do it seeing as she's got 3 kids. Why doesn't your dad have a full-time job if he doesn't have? No, who does he live with?
What do you mean? He has his own
My mum had to quit her full-time job. Because she had 3 kids.
My dad has 4
One of them, she was pregnant, so she had to quit her job. Yeah, they're all gone now. So why is your dad still working?
No, they're not.
What are you working as a grass collector?
He still has to pay for their like.
Don's got more in his house than you do.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's not even allowed up into his room.
Yes, I am.
It's a surprise. You're not. You always say,
my bedroom's probably.
My room.
My kitchen's probably like twice the size of a house. My bedroom's like at least 3 times bigger than. Like my bedroom and my kitchen.
Your parents are fucking poor.
They're not poor. Your mum works in a barn. Your mum works in a barn. Your dad is like unemployed.
It's an expensive restaurant. Your dad works in a fucking shithole.
You
wouldn't even tell us where your mum works.
The picture on this website is literally just a barn, and then like what's it called?
Oh my god! You could probably do like golf ball hunting and make more than your mum.
What do you mean? Who does golf ball hunting?
You probably do that in the summer. Because she makes more. What does she do with her job? She's a fucking stupid little porn star, except she can't be one.
She's an office worker.
Office worker.
Office worker.
Office worker for what? Go on, tell us.
I don't know what the company's called. No, it's an office worker. He's an office worker.
For what? Office? Yes, that means you work in an office, you idiot. Oh my god, an office worker isn't a job. An office worker means you work in an office.
And plus, you hear my mum so much around the houses because what's it called?
Yeah, because she doesn't have a fucking job.
No, she goes to London twice every week, and she works from home. She works from home. When a company,
how's it an office job if she works from home? How's it an office job if she works from home?
When companies are doing really bad, their company's doing really bad, people have to go in.
So she has a bad job.
Let me finish. Are you going to let me finish? Are you going to let me finish, Harry?
Yes, go on.
When a company is doing bad, all the workers have to be in the office, the main building, every day, all week. When a company's doing good or doing really good and good,
that's not how it works at all. You know absolutely nothing.
Yes, they do. Your mum's a fucking waitress. How would you know anything about this?
Good point.
He's an assistant manager at a fantasy restaurant, and your dad's a glass collector. Except you didn't do real fucking pints, and he gets pissed out of the loo.
So you saw my dad doing his job.
Alright, I have a question.
When a shift manager. Even if you're a shift manager, you can still do the same amount. You can still do jobs.
Stop yapping about your piss collector.
How can your dad?
What? So now you're
in a restaurant when he can't leave his bed?
Say that again. I didn't hear the first bit.
How can Harry's dad work in a restaurant when he can't leave his bed? But honest question.
Good point. Harry, isn't it? Harry, your dad's been unemployed for the last half a year.
He's not unemployed.
Then why does he keep on switching jobs?
Because that's what most people do.
He can't keep a simple job.
Oh my dad!
Why
How
can't
is
your dad
how is a
keep a simple
sustainable
job?
income a piss collector in a fucking shithole?
Harry,
and
you saw him
unknown
doing
job that
his
no
job.
one knows.
You saw him doing his job, collecting people's glasses and giving out food. Even the manager at his work does the same thing as that.
So my mum's an assistant manager, and
Yeah.
whether it matters or not,
Yeah, because
if my
she's been
dad,
working there for
if my
9
dad,
years.
no, if my
Your
dad,
mum's been working there for almost a decade and she's not manager.
she doesn't want it. She's been offered manager, but she doesn't want to be manager because that's a lot of work.
Why? So even though my dad, no,
So she's
even though
assistant
she's
manager.
not pregnant anymore, and she's not pregnant anymore, and she's got children.
Wait, she's pregnant.
Just like my
She's been
dad,
pregnant at
and she
70.
declined the job to be manager. How does that work out? You said that she quit a full-time job because she was pregnant and had children. She's children now, and she's not pregnant, and she turned down the manager.
It's like if I went in to be a waiter at a restaurant and they said all of a sudden said, "Do you want to be manager?"
13.
I'm not gonna fucking say yes, am I?
No,
Yes.
because you're a 13-year-old. You're too young. You've got too much stuff to do.
No,
That's a
my
good point,
sister, my sister worked at
Managers
at
have a
part-time
lot
job.
to do. But
Your mum
managers
work a part-time
listen,
job.
Harry,
No,
listen,
shut
Harry,
the
listen,
fuck up.
Harry, listen, Harry, listen. So your mum quit her full-time job.
When she
Your
was
mum quit
pregnant
her
with 2 other kids.
Exactly, and then she turned down the manager job, the manager for the Red Barn, the manager job.
She gets good pay there. It's a fancy
Yeah, so
fucking
does my
restaurant.
dad.
It's not a cheap, shitty little JD
if we look on-
Wetherspoons.
If we look on the red site, they just turned a barn
Red
into a
site?
restaurant.
Just
There's
it's
literally
like
wooden
it's like if you go
floors.
to a pub called a White Horse. It's not a fucking White Horse. It's
No, they're
it's
probably
called
in a
the Red
barn.
No, it's
They're
not.
in a barn.
Eddie, is it in a
Yes,
barn?
it is. Look, I'll literally show you. What's it called? I'll show
That's
you.
not a barn. Right, go on.
Look
Right.
at
Let's.
Look at the roof. That's a barn structure. Look at the picture. That's a barn structure.
Harry, your
Wooden
mum
around
works
it is
That's
laid out.
the indoor of the
Yes,
barn.
Exactly.
That's the indoors.
That's
Look
the
on the
barn.
outside.
It's the
That's
deep-
one part of it.
Eddie.
Yeah, that's the blueprint of the barn.
Harry's mum
Fucking,
works
it's
in
fucking
Eddie's,
fancy, Xander. It's
So
not
you
a
just
shitty
turn-
little. Look at JD Wetherspoon's
Harry,
website. They haven't even fucking got
Harry,
one because they can't
just
afford the
because-
domain name.
Just because they've had a few fancy glasses and they've got like a few
Glasses?
and they've got a few what? Just gonna have voice cracks? How many? When was the last time you had a
JD
voice crack?
Wetherspoon's has not a single nice thing on it. The cheapest item is fucking like a
Of
pound
course,
for a
Harry.
brownie that's gonna give you
Your
food
mum-
poisoning.
Loads
What?
of
So
men love Wetherspoons.
your mum had a full English. You
Yeah,
had
real men
like
eat at
half a
Wetherspoons. Real
brownie.
men don't work at Wetherspoons.
Yes, they do.
Oh no, we're acting all Sigma male now. Oh, real men don't work at Wetherspoons. Your
Oh,
dad
so-
sits
so
in
you-
his bed. He's in a fucking mobility scooter. Stephen Hawking's more useful than him. Your dad sits
Yeah,
in a
and
mobility
he makes
scooter
6
doing
times more than
nothing.
your dad. He's on his feet all the time.
What?
So,
What's he doing? What is your dad doing? He sits in bed and like listen, like he looks at a few
He's got a
emails.
full-time job which he has to wake up at 6:30 every morning. And what does your dad do? Just stroll
Let
into
me
work
guess-
when he wants
let
to.
me
Now,
guess, he's gonna-
I've just made £1.
Let me guess, your dad's gonna get sacked again and have to
Dad.
find a new job.
Yeah, why does that matter if he's making money? That doesn't matter at
What do
all
you
if
mean?
he's making
My
money.
mum and dad are making this money as well. But how come your dad's
My dad's gonna make more money in two months swapping about 5 different jobs than your dad's gonna make in about
How
10
does
years.
your dad not have a secure job? He's just hopping from
He
job
had
to
one
job.
for 9 years. Ask your parents. I bet they didn't have I would bet they went
Yes,
through
my
a
mum's
period
been
of time
working
where
at
they
the
didn't have
same.
it.
My mum's been working at the same
At the
job
same
for
office for
30
10 years, and all of your 10 years that
30
you've been
years.
alive, because you sound about 10, you stupid little puberty brute.
She's 30.
Short
She's been
cunt.
working there for 30 years, and what's it called? I think she's
30 years! Oh my
Yes.
god, so she's been working at a job
Yeah,
for
it's a
30 years
good
and you don't
job.
even know what she
It's a good
does.
paying job. It's a good.
How do you know if it's a good
job.
paying job but you don't know what she does?
Look at my house, Harry. You walked into my house. My kitchen's probably half the size of your house. My bedroom's bigger than like your whole upstairs. My garden's bigger than your whole house, basically. My kitchen's twice the size of your
I
upstairs.
reckon I reckon my garden's bigger than your house, Xander.
How much was your house originally? Mine was 600k before an extension.
Mine's 700k before the
Oh,
extension.
mine's 900.
And you can't fucking complete it.
What do you mean?
And it's actually good that my dad works as a kitchen manager. And they're not
Nothing.
my dad.
Your dad
my
works
dad
at a kitchen.
and
Your
the
dad works
the
at a
current job
kitchen
he's been
manager.
in, the current job he's been in. Also,
The
you know he
few
doesn't
jobs
get
he's been in.
fired from any of these jobs. He leaves them because he doesn't want to be there anymore. He
So
leaves
he
them
just
on
tests out
so-
jobs. So he
It-
just
why
goes
do-
to a job.
why
he
does that
goes to a
matter?
job.
No, he
goes
doesn't.
from. He just like he works for like a company for a month. He's like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore, and he just hops from another job.
He's had 5 jobs in the past 15 years.
5 jobs. You mean what do you?
He's got-
15.
Oh,
15 years.
no,
You mean 15
no.
months?
He had a job in wait, what was it? January. So he's had 2 jobs this year, 2 or 3 jobs this year.
2 jobs
Last
this year.
Last year he was
2
in one
jobs
job.
this year.
So he was in a job for 10 years. 10 years in a high-end kitchen company, and he was making about 80 grand a year. Your dad makes an average about
High-end.
15 grand a year. Oh, at max.
15 grand. That's not even minimum wage. You can't make 15 grand.
But
That's
why
not
does it
minimum
matter?
wage.
Why
mean?
does it matter if he's making 60 grand just hopping jobs? Why does that matter? He's still making more money, even if he sits on his arse all day doing nothing. He makes 10 times more than your dad.
He can
fucking
only sit
collecting
on his
piss
ass all
glasses.
day. He can only sit on the glass all day.
Actually sounds
My
a mobility
dad,
scooter
my
all
dad
day.
gets it. My dad, no, he's. I don't know what gives you the impression that your dad looks like that. You've got fucking shit genes because you got a mum that looks like a witch and a dad who's about 5 foot 4 working in Weatherspoons for 15 years.
He's been working there for about 5 years. It's a secure job. Your dad's hot. My dad's had 1 job for the last 5 to 6 years. Your dad's had 5 different jobs.
He's worked in a Weatherspoons for 5 years. What a fucking idiot!
Tell me your dad's job. Tell me your dad's jobs.
He works as a top-end manager in an expensive
end.
kitchen company.
Top end, of course.
Right, he told me last time. The last job he did, it cost, I think it was over 100 grand for a single kitchen. 100 grand for a single kitchen. That's how much they cost.
Yes, every kitchen's more than like 50 grand or more.
No, they're not.
More. Yes, it is. Do you not know how much the equipment is? Yeah, the equipment for a kitchen is very expensive. The oven, the pipe work, the heating, the microwave, all the stuff like that is very expensive.
Okay, and it was a private company.
Costs a lot as well.
Let's just look at I can't remember what the fuck.
What are we looking at now?
Looking at the he didn't work at like Wren Kitchens.
What do you mean? My dad's had a secure job, and your dad's hot from job to job.
You can't call a secure job working in JD Weatherspoons.
It isn't called JD Weatherspoons. Yeah,
because it has to fucking. I have to like say how shit it is. I have to emphasise the JD on how shit it is. Xander, you're just losing the argument.
What does JD stand for?
I don't fucking know. Shithole.
JD. Shit. SH and JD.
My mum works a part-time job and makes more than your dad and mum probably combined. My mum is working part-time as a job and she's making more than your mum and your dad combined.
Yeah, my dad's working a part-time job as well.
Why?
You're gone.
And if you ask your my parents, just every family, they go through a rough, one of your parents, they've probably gone through a rough patch of jobs.
Yeah,
they probably have, where they haven't been able to secure a job.
My mum's job, she volunteered.
Go on, tell us what it is. She's a stripper or a porn star.
You're not talking about everybody's like having a hard time finding a job. My mum volunteered to be at airport, one of her favourite jobs. Then she worked at, I don't know what it was.
My mum worked as a flight attendant for about 15 years.
Yeah, my mum worked as a. My mum volunteered to work at the
So what are your parents? My dad at one point, he had a Mercedes. He had a Mercedes A-Class, which was over 100k, I think.
100 grand. So the kitchen class is actually the car.
Mercedes-Benz A. I can't remember what it was, but it was a grey Mercedes, and it was expensive, and he only sold it like 2 years ago because he doesn't need it anymore. Not because he couldn't afford it.
How much did he sell it?
I can't remember. I was like 11.
What do you mean? 2 years ago? You can't remember something from 2 years ago.
I don't know. It was a sports car though.
So your dad just bought a sports car to drive to his like 9 to 5 job.
And he didn't even use it, and he didn't have to sell it for 3 years.
So what's the point of having a sports car?
Just to show he's got
If
more
you're
money than your
driving-
parents.
Oh yeah, I
doesn't
just
know,
bought a sports.
Got a bigger house.
I just bought a sport car. 'Cause I just felt like it.
Sport.
I just felt like buying a sports car, to be honest.
Because he
I do
can.
work at a 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is like 5 minutes away, but I
Well,
do want a sports car.
Also, if you think my parents haven't got any money, my dad does stocks as well. He does a lot of stock market, and he's got a lot of money invested in the stock
18-year-olds can
market.
do stock markets as well.
What do you hear?
That makes no difference. I'm saying he's got a lot of
Everyone
money in the
can do
stock market.
markets.
This is completely.
I know everyone could do stock market. I'm saying he's got a lot of money in the stock market. Oh my god.
He's just doing stock markets.
Yes,
what-
because he's got a
So
lot
why
of
are we
money.
trying to-
So,
So in the 15 years, why
so why does he care so much? He doesn't care so much about having a stable job when he's got a lot of money, a lot of money in the stock market.
Harry, how many times you said money today?
Yeah, money. 100 grand, sports car, money. I'm like, my god. You just
Alright,
can't
I
go
don't.
with money.
What,
Harry,
so you're
you
saying
create-
your parents' jobs are better
But
than
you're
my
create-
parents' jobs?
Harry,
Way better. My house is fucking 3 times.
Working as a glass collector in an unknown job that no one knows is
isn't
better than having
So
better
an
than
office
working in a
job, an office job
it's a
is
Michelin.
worse.
The
An
Red Barn
office
is a
job
Michelin
is
star.
worse. No, the Red Barn
Rice.
is
Muscle,
worse.
please.
No, the Red Barn is better than working in an office job in London.
Rice, muscle,
right.
please.
Yeah, how many think about now?
So, Harry. But isn't your mum a stripper?
Oh, I've never heard that one. I'm gonna write Eddie. How? Right, I'm just gonna just